Okay, so hi, welcome in. So we're going to be doing telehealth. This is kind of the new thing that's going on. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, just trying to get some stuff done here and there. Uh, Trying to cope with life right now. That's very difficult. I would rather be in person speaking to you, but like you said, it's the new form, so we have to be, I guess, uh, adapting to it.
Yeah, exactly. Technology's kind of taken over, but I'm happy to have you here. So just an introduction of myself. My name is Liz, and I am the registered dietitian here. My job as an RD is to help you reach your goals with my education in nutrition. So what brings you in today? What challenges are you facing that you want us to work on?
Well, where should I start? There's a lot of things that kind of bother me, but let's start with the most I would say important. I recently went to my doctor for a physical, and he made me realize that I need to lose weight. I am currently overweight. He said I'm not obese, but I'm currently overweight. But I come from a family that's overweight, so to them I look skinny. Um, I would say they're obese if I look skinny to them, but he made me realize that I need to lose some weight, and he told me that I'm a higher risk of disease conditions, and that really alarmed me. So I guess I need you to help me figure out what to eat and how to go from there, because I don't even cook. I do a lot of takeouts, and
Okay, so thank you for sharing with me. I hear your concern. So you shared you went to the doctor and he brought it to your attention. You are at risk for nutrition-related diseases because of your weight. So your overall goal is to lose some weight so you can be healthier. Does that sound correct?
yes, that is correct. And like I said too, I think because my family is overweight or obese, he thinks that I have family history run of risk, like with the stroke or cardiovascular disease. Honestly, I don't even know. I'm just here because that kind of alarmed me.
Okay, so thank you for being here. So changing your dietary habits can really help with that weight management and this case weight loss, overall helping decrease your risk for those nutrition related diseases, cardiovascular disease that you listed off. So let's kind of talk about what you typically eat, what your diet is sort of like. If you don't remember, we can start by you telling me what you had for dinner last night.
Well, last night I worked a 12-hour shift. I was exhausted, so I didn't even feel like cooking. And like I said, I don't do much of food prepping. Um, so what I did is I grabbed some tortilla chips, salsa, cheese, and I had a big glass of wine. Um, Only one glass though. And what else did I have? Um, well, I'm a vegetarian, so to me, that's, a helpful diet because, wine comes from grapes. So that's what I think it's healthy for me. But I know it's not healthy necessarily. And I don't eat any meat, or I avoid fish. Oh, and I also avoid gelatin products.
Okay, so you shared that you are vegetarian and you kind of um, just do grab and go foods. You sometimes just snack on things. So you had mentioned like the tortilla chips, the salsa, the cheese. Just with those foods you mentioned, is this something that you typically consume for dinner?
Yes, at times though, because I am often too tired to prepare my own foods, or the biggest worry cleaning the mess after.
Mhm.
So that's my biggest concern, that I don't want to clean the mess. So snacking on chips and crackers feels better, and I feel satisfied as well. So chips and crackers are life. And what?
Okay, so yeah, you do have those the 12-hour shifts you said you work, so I can see it can be very tiring for you to prepare food. So I understand there are nights in the week where you come home feeling tired and you just kind of want to relax. So snacking seems like the easiest way to do that. Is there anything you can think of that would make the snack into a meal to kind of make it more filling for you?
Mm, I do, like I mentioned before. Sometimes I add beans and cheese to make to the tortilla chips to make like into nachos. This helps me stay a little bit fuller, and after I eat it, I feel very satisfied. I feel like it's an actual meal rather than just being a snack. So if I add beans, guacamole, salsa, sour cream to the chips, then to me that's considered a meal.
Okay, so I did hear you said you added beans, guacamole. Those are really good ideas to make it feel more like a meal. You're incorporating beans, which is a nutritious way to add in fiber, thus making you feel fuller for a longer period of time. So you did mention you come home tired from work each evening and you just don't have that energy to prepare food or to clean up the mess afterwards. Do you have any ideas of quick, easy dinners you can prepare?
Well, that's correct. I do feel very tired coming from work. I am very exhausted at times, and I don't even want to think about eating sometimes. So I just want to go to bed. But actually, I do have an idea. A couple years ago, I would meal prep my dinners at the beginning of the week, and when it was time to eat, I would eat those. But then it got kind of again, with the mess. Um, I tried doing plastic, a lot of plastic, so to throw away that's easy to dispose. Um, yeah, but that's about it. And also, I come from I would say, culture where eating leftovers are for dogs. So I sometimes thinks that uh, those meal prepping to me, well, personally, sound like leftovers, but I can manage eating them.
Okay, so tell me more about how you used to meal prep and what those consisted of.
Well, I would usually prep on the weekends where I have more time to prepare, and I would have a vegetable like green beans or asparagus mixed with rice to kind of make a burrito bowl, and of course the wok, the cheese, and the sour cream, and that would be very, to me, that would be very delicious.
Okay, so you do have your veggies, you have your protein, you have carbs in there, you have healthy fats. It sounds like a good meal. Is that something you can see yourself doing again?
I would say if you would teach me how to prep the food where I don't make a mess, because I have friends tell me that I can just grab a tray and bake everything together, like the rice and beans, well, separately, but at the same time, um,
Mm-hmm.
make it because, like I said, I come home tired from work, and the last thing is I want to make a mess in my kitchen, and I don't have anyone that really helps me clean it. So I rather just get a quick snack. And I am an organized freak, so the chips have to go back, the work has to go back to the fridge just the way it is. And if I have a dish, then there's a dish that I would have to wash, so I rather not wash. But I would say if I get the maybe disposable containers, I don't know. Last time I saw them on Amazon, and I think they were a pretty good price. So I would say yes, I can see myself doing it if you helped me craft something that easy to clean. Um, like on a crock pot. Oh, I just got myself a what is it? A pressure cooker.
Yeah,
And
so like the Insta.
yes, I just got myself one of those a couple days ago from Costco, and
Okay.
you can cook beans there in like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I've done it before. So you can cook your beans in the Instapot, and if you have a crock pot, you can make some rice and then just pop the asparagus in the oven, and then you only have to clean 3 dishes, just the bowls of the Instapot and the
yeah.
crock pot and the asparagus rack. So it's minimizes how many dishes you're using.
Yeah, so maybe yeah, that's what I need to do. Probably get some plastic forks, spoons too, so I can just throw them away and not have to worry about the mess.
Or you can also, instead of meal prepping each into little containers, you just have a big bowl of rice, a big bowl of beans cooked, and just a pan of asparagus, and you just grab it as you go every night.
No, that would make it feel like leftovers, and yeah, I have to prepare myself mentally to think that they're not leftovers, because if I prep them for the next day or the day after, then they'll feel like leftovers. And like I mentioned before, I grew up in a culture where leftovers are for dogs, so it wouldn't feel right for me to do that. So they have to have a designated container that they have. So, and like I mentioned before, so probably plastic or yeah, disposable rather than reusable. So I can just throw them away.
Yeah, and they do sell those, like if you go to like a Smart and Final or even on Amazon, where you can just dispose of them.
Sure.
So is that something you see yourself doing again?
Um, I believe so, with of course your help. And I don't know if you could provide me with some recipes, quick and easy, where I just use the
Okay.
oven. Yeah, I just want to use the oven, and the Instapot. That's about it, because I don't like to cook on the fire on top of the stove. And with I don't have an issue with refrigeration. I have a really big refrigerator. I have a really big freezer too, so that's not an issue. I have storage, and food insecurity. It's not a limitation for me, so I can afford food, and I can afford to shop too. So those are no limitations. I guess just my limitation is time and the fact that I come home tired.
Okay, so I can send over some easy, simple recipes for you that I've have in my collection of recipes. So today we kind of just discussed finding ways for weight loss for you, easy ways, and you decided you were going to try giving meal prep another go. Just I will be sending those recipes to help you. Um, so how do you feel now after this session?
I think I feel like I can make a change. Oh, one more thing too. One of my friends suggested me to buy an air fryer. What do you think of those? Do you think that would be like something useful? It's
So
like
those
I don't like
are
mess.
actually yeah, so those are useful, and it might help aid in weight loss because you don't need to use any oils or anything. It just fries the food with air. So, if you're cooking your chickens, potatoes, you can do veggies in there, and you won't need any of the oil for it to save you some calories and thus helping you with your weight loss goals.
Okay, so yeah, maybe I need to look into buying one of those too. Because I think that Insta Instapot, or yeah, the pressure cooker, I think that was one of my best investments. Um, I was a big fan of crock pots to begin with, but I saw that you can buy liners I don't know if it's true or someone told me, I don't remember. You can buy liners that you put on top of the crock pot or yeah the ceramic part. So you just warm up your food and it's like a bag and then you just take it off and you throw it away. So you don't even have to wash, the crock pot. That's how lazy I am some days, but I guess it's justified by the fact that I work 12 hours
And that's
sometimes.
very understandable. But I'd have to look into those too. I've never heard of those.
Yeah, so maybe that's something you can help me uh, with, so my recipes are easier and yeah.
Okay. So I will send over those recipes. It was awesome talking to you, and we'll schedule another session for in a couple weeks to follow up and see how you're doing. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. Well,
So I think I'll see you in 2 weeks from now, or I don't recall. I have to look at my calendar.
yes, we can schedule something for in 2 weeks.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. See you
Sounds
later.
good.